What is up, my tater tots? Mosh Potatoes here, and I am making this video because I'm be doing another Q&A video. So what I need you guys to do is leave a comment asking me some questions. You can ask more than one question. Let's try to keep the questions a little bit normal because I know you guys can get weird. So yeah, just ask me questions and I will answer them very, very soon as the dog barks, because he just thinks he's just a little tough guy. But you know what? He's not a tough guy. He's actually really mean. Which didn't make sense, because I guess that would mean he is a tough guy. But you know what? But anyway, since you guys are going to be asking me questions, I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. So, first question I'm going to ask you guys, which you can answer in the comment section below. The question is, if you could see and know how you are going to die, would you want to know? My answer would be yes. I would like to know when and how I'm going to die, because then I would have an opportunity to try and prevent it. Because if I didn't know, then I'm just gonna die. But if it's something like silly on how I would die, like getting hit by a car because I didn't look both ways before crossing the street, then I know the day it's gonna happen and I can prevent it. Just stay inside. Boom. Won't get hit by a car. Won't die. Live longer. So that's why I would see how and when I would die. Now, the reason why I wouldn't is because if it was something like really bad, like heart failure, or something like where your chances of survival are not very high, then I would not want to know, because what can I do? There's like really nothing I could do about it, so I would just be sitting there knowing I'm going to die of heart failure on this day, so I'm just going to sit there worrying about it until it happens. The good thing, though, is I would know that it was going to happen, so then I could go and like do things and like enjoy life before it happened. So there's positive and negatives to both. I would choose yes, though. But what would you guys choose? Would you or would you not want to know when and how you die? My next question for you guys: how do you want to die? Like, for me, I would say I would want to die in my sleep, because that's probably the best way. I don't think there's any pain involved. I wouldn't imagine any. And that's it. I mean, I'd just die in my sleep. The worst thing that you could possibly die from, I would think, would be being lit on fire. That is probably the worst and most painful that could happen to you. A lot of people say drowning is the worst, but I wouldn't think drowning is that painful as much as it is uncomfortable, and I am just not able to talk today, apparently. Yeah, drowning, I've never drowned, so I wouldn't know. No one would really know unless they've drowned or come extremely close to it. But pretty much guarantee you getting lit on fire is pretty painful. If you put your finger on a stove and you burn yourself, think how long your finger was on that stove for. Like a split second, like not even long at all. And it hurt that much. Like having your whole body lit on fire. Like, come on. That'd be the most painful thing probably you would ever go through in life. Unless, of course, you gave birth to me. Sorry. But yeah, those are just my questions to you guys. I know they involve death, which is slightly weird, but they're interesting questions. Because everyone always has, like, a different answer, so I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting to ask you guys that. What you guys think. Because I'm going to be answering your questions, so boom. Answer mine. And then give me questions to answer. Is that a deal? Sounds like a deal to me. So you guys get to it. Asking me some questions, and then I'll just go answer those questions, and then we'll just have a jolly good time. Okay, bye.